Dear students, I hope you all are well. Thank you for watching all my videos and giving your support. This video is the part 5D video of the Leontief input-output model, where we'll be learning about how we can determine the primary input requirement. So this is very simple. Now suppose there is two sectors in the economy with just one primary input, say labor. In that case, how we can determine the total labor days required? By using this formula where L1 and L2 are the coefficients of labor for industry 1 and 2 respectively. X1 and X2 are the gross outputs of sector 1 and 2. So these X1 and X2 are the gross output. These are the final outputs which we have determined in order to tackle the increased demand. Remember, in part 5B video in the example, we determined the output in order to match the increased final demand, which was changed from C1 to D1, C2 to D2 and C3 to D3. Remember? So in that particular case, if the question specifically asks that you also have to calculate the total labor required to match the increased demand, in that particular case, you can simply just multiply the coefficients of labor with the gross output. So it should be L1 X1 and L2 X2. So L1 X1 is for industry 1 and for industry 2 it is L2 X2. And we have to use the matrix format only in order to calculate the answers, because this model is under your matrix and determinants. Okay, so please remember, don't just multiply this directly, use the matrix multiplication method only. So next case, when there are two sector economies with two primary inputs, say labor and land. So in that particular case, your first matrix will be L1, L2. These are the coefficients for labor. Q1, Q2 are the coefficients for land. The gross output is X1 and X2 only. So for industry 1, it is L1 this is labor required, total labor required for both the industry 1 as well as for 2. It is L1 X1 plus L2 X2. Similarly, for land, it is Q1 X1 and Q2 X2. Okay, so these are the total primary input required for the industries. So this is for total labor, this is for total land. Next case, when there are three sector economies with just one primary input, that is labor. In that case, the formula will be expanded. So it will be L1, L2, L3 multiplied with X1, X2 and X3. The next simple case is three sector economy with two primary input. In that particular case, your formula will further expand it. In this case, it is L1 X1 plus L2 X2 plus L3 X3, and for Q1 it is Q1 X1 plus Q2 X2 plus Q3 X3. This Q1, Q2, Q3 are the coefficients of land which we have calculated like the way we did for labor. So the formula is simple, that is Qi is equal to what? Total Qi divided by Xi. Sorry, the writing pad is very difficult. So this is Qi is equals to the capital Qi divided by the total, this is the output, that is Xi. So if we have to calculate for Q1, it will be capital Q1 divided by X1. If we have to calculate for Q2, it is capital Q2 divided by X2. So similarly, as we have done for the labor, we have to calculate same the coefficients for land by using this formula. So let's just quickly jump to the practical portion of this part. So our question remains the same, and in addition it says that what if the total labor available is 180 hours? Is the solution feasible? So first we have to see how many sectors? Three sectors in the economy with just one primary input. So the formula will be what? L1, L2, L3 1 by 3 matrix multiply by 3 by 1 matrix, that is x1, x2, x3. So this is the formula which we have to use. We have already calculated in the part 5b video about the output. So these are the gross outputs which we have calculated. So we already have this matrix in hand. We just have to calculate the coefficients of labor. This also we have done in the previous video. That is L1 is equals to capital L1 divided by X1. So capital L1 in this case is 75 divided by 150. Then next will be 48 divided by 120. And third will be 20 divided by 100. So we have calculated the coefficients, and after calculating the coefficients we simply have to multiply. So this matrix is 1 by 3 and the next matrix is what? 3 by 1. So the answer of the matrix should be, as per matrix multiplication, it should be 1. So the answer is 169.84. Since the available hours are 180 and the hours required are 169.8, it means the solution is feasible. It means we are not exceeding the hours available for the industries to use. So we say that the solution is feasible because it is not exceeding the available 180 hours. So I hope this video is clear to you now, and now you know how you can determine the primary input requirements. And in case of any doubt, please reach out to me, and please share this video, subscribe to my channel, and also like this video, so it kind of motivate me to prepare more videos for you people. Thank you for watching this video. You have a nice day. Bye.